What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Scholars. Today, we're going to go over 5 hitters you must draft in 2021. Kicking off the list is Juan Soto, the absolute power hitter for the Nationals. This guy is unbelievable. One of the best hitters in all of baseball. Now, he's only 22 years old, so he's an amazing option in dynasty and keeper leagues. One of the best options, if not the best. He has potential to hit close to 40 home runs this season, and he can actually run a decent amount. Like, I could see him getting about 10 stolen bases this year, which would be pretty nice, and he's going to hit around 300, packing a lot of RBIs. The Nationals are a really, really solid team. They got a great lineup with great pitching. He is going to do really well on that team, and his on base is simply incredible, you guys. This guy has never had an on base lower than 400 in his career, which is wild. I mean, that's really impressive. In last season, 2020, he hit 351 with an on base of 490. Insane. Unbelievable. You got to draft Juan Soto. His average draft position is 4th overall. For hitters, he's 4th, and for outfielders, he is 3rd. You could, honestly, it depends on your league. If you guys are like more of a power driven league with power hitters, he could go 1st overall. I mean, he is really good. Don't let him slip beyond 5th overall because he is just an elite hitter. Next up is Anthony Rizzo. And Anthony Rizzo is really low in drafts, and I just don't get it because he is so consistently good for the Cubs. He's been so consistent over the years. And this is a guy who has, through 2013, 2019, has always hit 23 or more home runs. I mean, that is pure consistency. He is really, really solid for first base. And you got to target him. I don't know why he's so low. Like, his average draft position right now is 99 overall, which seems rather low for a guy who has a career on base of 372 and has just hit home runs like crazy. He gets a ton of RBIs. He hits for high average like 280. Maybe he can get to 290. Like, we'll see. But 275 to 280 is kind of where he is. And that's just ridiculous. And I know people are saying, oh, the Cubs are not going to be really good. Well, they still have a really good lineup, you guys. They do. And I think Rizzo is going to be the front of that lineup, really. He is going to be the main driving force of that lineup. And last season, he was on pace to hit 30-plus home runs if they played a full 162. And he is really good. He's still a really nice dynasty option. You got to target Anthony Rizzo. I don't know why he's really low right now, but definitely look at Anthony Rizzo. Next up is Whit Merrifield. Now, this guy is a super utility guy. He plays second base. He plays center field. He plays left field or right field. Like, he plays everywhere. So it really depends on your league, what position you need. But he can play, like, anywhere. And it's really nice because this is a guy who can hit 300. Make sure that you're targeting him for, like, average and stolen bases. His power numbers are actually solid. He can hit 10-plus home runs. He should steal around 30 bases, and he can hit close to 300, probably over 300. His on-base will always be in the 340s, 350s for the most part, and he's really, really good. His average draft position is 39 overall. For hitters, he is 27th overall. He is getting up there in age, so in keeper league and dynasty leagues, just be aware of that. He's on the Royals, so that's not super appealing, but he's still a guy who can run like crazy and hit for a really high average. And if you get him as a second baseman and center fielder, he is one of the best. Don't draft him to be like, oh, he's going to be my right fielder, because there are clearly better options there, but he can be a second baseman and a center field, and he's one of the best in all of baseball at that. Next up is the third baseman who really, I again don't know why he's ranked so low. It's Matt Chapman. Don't sleep on him because of his hip injury he had in 2020. This is a guy who crushes the baseball. Okay? Like, he absolutely obliterates the baseball. Last season, before he got hurt, he was in the 99th percentile in exit velocity. He hit 10 home runs in just 142 at-bats. That's on pace for over 40 home runs in a full 162 game season. He is stellar on defense, so he's always going to be in the A's lineup. And he's just so good, you guys. I don't understand. Like, his average draft position right now is 111th overall. For hitters, that's 70th. And for third baseman, that's 15th. Not really sure why it's that low right now. He is really, really good. Don't get scared of him because of his hip injury. He's going to be back. He's going to be ready. He's going to crush the baseball. Matt Chapman, big fan of him. And lastly is JT Realmuto. So here's the thing, guys. If you reach for a catcher, so let's say before the 7th round, there's only one catcher you should target JT Realmuto. Like, he is in a league of his own in terms of catching. It's him, and then everyone else you can just rifle through. This guy is very good, though. So he will hit probably 20 or more home runs. He's in a protected Phillies lineup. That ballpark is really nice for hitting, so he should be able to crush the ball. He just inked a 5-year deal with them, $150 million, and he has great on base and power numbers. So he's really the only catcher you should be targeting beyond this before the 7th round. JT Realmuto. Now, overall, for hitters, he is 41 overall. Overall, he's 41. For hitters, he's 29. And catchers, he's 1. And everyone else just kind of follows him because he's really just in his own little world. But yeah, that'll do it, guys. That is 5 must-draft hitters for 2021. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for subscribing and commenting. You guys are great. We just hit over 100 subscribers. Hopefully it stays like that and keeps rising up because you guys have been absolutely fantastic. And we'll see you guys next time.